a wireless gaming headset for any budget. Let's check these out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out these. These are the EKSA E5 BT 2.4 gigahertz wireless gaming headset, and it's a pretty nice piece of hardware. As you can see, it does have some gaming designed elements to it, which is nice, but mostly what's important is it has really nice music reproduction, it has very low latency, it has a boom mic that you can tilt out of the way if you don't need it, and it has a lot of connectivity options. So first off, I'll tell you that it's powered by 50mm drivers that are generating some really nice sound. These are very listenable. They have very nice music reproduction, but the microphone is also noise canceling. So if you're in a relatively noisy environment and you're trying to have the people on the other end hear and understand what you're saying, this will do the trick. And then from connectivity perspective, this is so cool. This is the first time I've seen this. This is a USB-A dongle that has a secret USB-C dongle hidden in it. So you can use either for connectivity for 2.4 gigahertz, which is a typical frequency for gaming headsets, which gives lower latency than Bluetooth, but also works totally fine with Bluetooth 5.0. And then you want to use it in wired mode. Let's see, it's this one. So USB-C to 3.5mm. This is, for example, how you can use it with your Xbox. And there's also a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. So it's got everything covered there. There's not a lot of devices that you can't actually work with. So for example, it is compatible with the Xbox, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PCs, Macs, the Nintendo Switch. You can use this with your mobile phone. You can use this with your tablet. I am going to guess, I didn't test it, but I would imagine you could use this with your Kindle. Now, I'm not sure why you'd want a gaming headset for your Kindle, but if you did, this would cover the job. And as I said, on 2.4 gigahertz, it's less than 20 milliseconds of latency, and that works just fine for gamers, unless you're in the most intense games. And battery-wise, 52 hours. It is adjustable. And it does, you'll want to adjust it to get it to be flat against the side of your head. When I first put it on, I had it open too much, and then it was sort of more like that, and that wasn't as comfortable. So you'll take a minute or two, get it to adjust just where you want. And then on the left earpiece, and conveniently it's right inside that earpiece, you can tell which is which. On the left earpiece are all the buttons and controls, and there's the different plugs for you to connect it wired, and then there's a volume control, and there's a microphone mute. So just a word to the wise, when you tilt it all the way up, that does not automatically mute it. You will need to push the mute button. And then power, and then there's a slider that lets you alternate between Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz. I wanted to give you a demo because I wanted to let you hear how it sounds. So I'm going to just go into an audio recording app, and now what you're hearing is my voice is picked up by the microphone of the EKSA E5 BT. And as you can hear, it's really nice volume. It's a really clean signal. It sounds really good. I was actually pretty impressed. And so there's lots to like here. And if I tilt it up, it's still picking up my voice, obviously not quite as well because the microphone's further away. So as I said, you really have to... That had me muted for a second there. As you could tell, the sound went away. So that mute button is required. So let's see, what else can I tell you about these? Let me stop this recording. So I will tell you one thing worth knowing is that you can't use these while they're charging. Now, given that there's a 52-hour battery life, that's not a huge crisis, but before your next super intense gaming session, just remember to plug it in. It's 3 hours from 0 to 100. So if you have it and you're not sure how much charge, give it 30 to 60 minutes and you'll be good for an entire evening of gaming. And let's see, the earpieces, this is faux leather. So if you're someone who prefers not to have any animals hurt in the creation of your products, then this is for you. So not sure what else I can tell you about it. I think that they've done a really nice job. It is a very budget price. I will say the buttons feel a little bit low budget, but that is to be expected with a product like this. It is mostly plastic with some metal pieces, but at the price point, this is a fantastic one for a new gamer or for someone who gets really upset when they're gaming and lose, and they rip the headset off their head and throw them on the ground. With something like this, you're like, okay, well, that's just going to be like a weekend of chores and we'll get you a new one. So they're, nice to have something with this quality of sound and this quality of microphone that isn't going to break the bank. And in terms of the music playback, I was listening to some musical compositions from Sting, who is more than just a lead singer in the Police. He's done a ton of great stuff, and it just was very immersive, very lush, and a lot of it like low frequency electronics, and it just sounded beautiful. It's a really nice immersive sound with a good sound stage, and of course you need that because if you're playing a game and someone's walking up behind you in the game, you want to be able to not just hear that, but be able to identify where that is in your spatial sense, and these do a really nice job with that. So lots to like here. I'm going to just say, if you're looking for some entry-level gaming headset, you really can't go wrong with these. They will connect to anything, and that makes them super flexible, and they have really nice sound. So definitely worth checking out. Now, I am going to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to get notifications, and give me a thumbs up. I always appreciate that. Cool. These are the EKSA E5 BT 2.4 gigahertz wireless gaming headset, and it is $49.99, currently discounted down to $33.99 at Amazon.com. So for under $34, you can take a big step forward in gaming, or honestly, if you just spend a lot of time in Zoom or Meet or Teams, these will work great for that too. They're comfortable, they're flexible, that microphone does a very nice job of picking up your voice, and they're going to work with anything, whether it's your PC or your Mac or your Chromebook, whatever. So lots to like here, lots to check out. That's all I got. I'll hope to catch you in my next video.